morning, everyone. It's Sunstraight Pros. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. It's breaking dawn, and now we're yawning early in the morning. We're here live for you guys. How you all doing? How you feeling after that game last night? We won a game. Can you believe it? Would you believe we won a game at last? I know it was only against Paok, but you know what? We'll take that. 2-0 was the score. I should really say Ahmad 2, Paok 0, because at the end of the day, without Ahmad's brilliance yesterday, we would not have won that game. Absolutely not, guys. Absolutely not. So absolutely delighted, guys, with the result. Happy as Larry, as they say. Happy as Larry, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining me, guys. Before I start, please don't forget to smash a like on the video if you could be as kind, guys. If you could be as kind, please don't forget to smash a like on the video. Let's go through some of your comments. Lucky Singh Armadillo had a leap left side low, get the ball down to I think I get what you mean. Big up Singh, of course. Ugarte, Ericsson, Ahmad Diallo, Rashford, Hoyland starts. They will give Chelsea. Got so absolutely, my friend. I get you. Good morning, Sanjay. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Stretford Post, everyone. It's really great to have you guys on board. It is Friday again. Sunday, Monday, what? It's Friday. We are here, guys. It is Friday. It's going to be the weekend tomorrow, isn't it? Do you know what? We haven't got long to wait for another game. Another game is just literally around the corner, guys. Literally around the corner. But Manchester United last night won the game by 2-0. What do I think of the performance? I don't think the performance was particularly good. I don't think we played as good as we can. I mean, I don't know how good we can play, if I'm being totally honest. I don't think the performance was good. I thought it was lethargic, wasteful, slow, pedestrian. It was only because of a bit of a, I would say, a little bit of a fluke header that we managed to get the goal. And then obviously Ahmad's deflected shot. If it wasn't for Ahmad yesterday, we'd be going home with our towel between our legs. Let's not forget that Paok also missed a couple of chances themselves. They missed a great chance in the second half when he was clean. He was actually just need to tap it past Onana, of course, but it didn't happen. But you know what, guys? We don't care about that. Manchester United beat Paok. We are 15th in the Europa League game. Europa League table, guys, 15th. We are in the dizzy heights, guys. We're not used to this. We're not used to this dizzy heights, guys, of 15th. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not used to it. But, guys, look, you know what? It is Friday. Yeah, I'm going to say this. It is Friday. We are happy. We are in a good mood. You know what? That's how we do it. Absolutely. Ahmad, our star boy, Madavant said, how you doing, my friend? How's things with you? He is our star boy. He is our main man. Do you know what? One thing I'm going to be talking about is about Ruben Amorim's tactics and where will Ahmad fit into this lineup? Which players will play? Will it be Garnacho, Rashford? He plays a 2 behind the striker, of course, which theoretically is 2 number 10s, isn't it? So who's he going to play? This is what the conundrum is going to be. And this is why Ruben Amorim gets paid the big bucks to do these decisions. You know, can Ahmed play in that position? Can he play behind the striker? Can he do that? What about Rasmus Højlund? Do you think Rasmus Højlund can move up a level? Can he get to the Djukari's level? What do you think, guys? I mean, I don't know. I really don't. One thing's for sure is he got no supply again yesterday. He got no balls yesterday. And you know what? Rasmus is the kind of player who thrives of good passes, of crosses. You know what I mean? In the box. And he hasn't been getting that. And we have to be honest with us that. A number of poor performances again from the same old individuals, guys, if we're being honest. A number of poor individuals again. Sad, as we know. Sal, the nature of is supported to be here, but it's not hot. First time is bloody history of we are cooked. Sal, the nature is... It's supposed to be cold here. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, it's hot here all the time, my friend. It's hot here all the time. Absolutely hot here. It's hot in here. So take off. Yeah, let's go. Right, guys, look, I want to go into this real quickly. I want to ask you a question, guys, if I may do this for you. I've got a poll on YouTube, guys. It is a poll on YouTube. It is, who was your man of the match versus Paok? And who was your most disappointing player, guys? At the end of the show, I'm going to be giving you the results, guys. Tell me, who was your man of the match versus Paok, and who was your most negative player? Who was the player that disappointed you the most last night, guys? Who was it? Let me know, guys. At the end of the show, I will be like getting the results for that. but I'm going to be giving my ratings for the players over the last, from yesterday, of course, guys. I'll be giving my ratings for the players just in a second. Big up Kazi again, you legend. We're here again early in the morning, of course. Sal, my perfect 11 under Amarin, Onana, Licha, Lenny, Delit, Ugarte, Mason, Bruno, Ahmed. I don't know about Mason. Mason's got to prove himself to get in that team, man. Advance. It really does. Yeah, I mean, he came on yesterday and didn't really perform. Like, you know, I know he needs time, but I don't know. I don't know about Mason. I don't think he's as good as people are saying. As an Englishman, he was dropped from the England squad a long time ago. He's just not that quite that. I hope that Ruben Amorim gets the best. I think we have to wait and see. Yes, my friend Ahmed, hands down. Yes, get the ratings up on YouTube, guys. On YouTube, get it in, guys. Get it in with the ratings on the poll on YouTube with the best. Write your comment down. Write down who you think the man of match and who was your most disappointing player in the match, guys. Let me know, of course, guys. Let me know. Jokes aside, for laughing too hard on the Tata, now I have Bell's Bell's palsy. Pray for my recovery. Karma is real. Bell's palsy. Sorry to hear that, mate. Are you lying? Are you joking or what? Are you okay, mate? Are you joking or what? Laughing too hard on Arteta. Why would you get punished for laughing too hard on Arteta? It's only football, mate. A man of the match, Ahmed, and worst player was Højlund. I love him, but sadly he was nowhere to be seen. And why wasn't he nowhere to be seen, Ahmed? My advance said you need to understand what a striker is. You know, Andy Cole lived off supply. He doesn't get any supply. He doesn't get any balls. And this is what the problem is. The worst player on the pitch was Bruno. It was not Ahmed, in my opinion. It was Bruno. Højlund didn't get enough balls in the box. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. I'm really sorry to hear that, brother. I hope you get better soon, my friend. I'm really sorry to hear this condition of yours. Absolutely. Let me move my water out the way for advertising and all that. Yeah, I'm really sad to hear you about your condition and stuff, my friend. Really sad. Sorry, guys. Sorry to hear that, my friend. Really deeply. I'm sorry, mate. Yesterday was the first time I fell asleep while watching a Man United game. For the first half was boring. Kudos to Ahmad. Dalot is a shadow himself. Dalot's been the worst player this season, in my opinion. He's been awful this season, if we're being totally honest with ourselves. Yesterday, I done the watch along, guys. The kickoff was at 12 a.m. I didn't go to bed until 2 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. So you know how I feel this morning, but I'm still going, guys. Absolutely. I'm winning to Man United. Absolutely. What is Bell's palsy? Mate, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my God, I just finished my run and the way back, a local pigeon told me you were streaming. I don't know her. I don't know her, bath time. I don't know her. Big up, bath time. Big up. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Got to go man around the world. At least for once, we all slept okay. No bad dreams of United. Maybe they never played that well, but at least we won. It's the most important thing. You know what? At the moment, my friends, it's all about going through the motions and wait until Sunday. We win the game on Sunday and then we move on to a next era. But one thing I want to stress is that a lot of these players are not good enough. And I'm not talking about the young players. I'm not here to slander young players like certain man. You know what I mean? I'm not here to do them kind of things. But one thing I would say is that, you know, a lot of those senior players are just not good enough. And if we're being totally honest, they're just not good enough. Big up, big up. Big love to my friend here. Big up. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. I hope you're, blessings and prayers and thoughts. If Nana will concede 3 goals every game and our defense is it, then at the end, Nana will get the most hate, even though, yeah, goalkeeper always gets the blame, guys. Goalkeeper, when a goalkeeper makes a mistake, the goalkeeper is the one who gets the blame. Duracell South, Brian, get in there, my friend. You know what? I've got energy for days. Energy for days. Absolutely, like a Duracell bunny. Absolutely. Big up, big up. Same, if Højlund is not scoring, if he is not getting service at the goals or the striker, which is not good. This is the problem. We do not strike. One thing I hope in regards to Ruben Amorim is that he does change this and we will start creating more for the striker. At the moment, we're creating certain chances, but we're creating chances in context. For example, we'll create a chance for a winger, a defender, a midfielder, when in reality, we should be creating chances for the striker. That's what we should be doing, guys. Absolutely. Bath time, Sal. She knows you. She said you would be too soft on Rasmus. Not soft on youngsters. You know, I think he's not getting the balls at the end of the day. That's what I believe. He's not getting no service. How was Bruno yesterday, the senior player? You know, he weren't great, was he? None of them were, to be honest with you. The best player on the pitch was Casemiro. Ahmad did okay because he scored 2 goals, but in reality, if we're thinking of it as a game, right, a whole game, Casemiro was the best player on the pitch. He was. And when you think about that, a defensive midfielder, you know, that tells you a lot you need to know about the game. Kazi, good match too yesterday. Galatasaray, Tottenham versus Victor. Now we're gonna say about Victor Osimhen, and Victor Osimhen is a good player. I said we should have signed Victor Osimhen a long time ago. I have huge connections to Naples, guys. Napoli, absolutely. Bloody absolute. Why didn't we go after Osimhen, guys? We should have got that guy. He's an absolute monster at the end of the day. But you know what? C'est la vie, of course. C'est la vie. First half was bad, but that's what they do. Yeah, and this is the problem that we need to change under Ruben Amorim's tenure. We need to make sure we are not lethargic. We are not slow coming out the blocks. What is going on with our team? What are we going to blame Ten Hag now? What's going on? Ruud van Nistelrooy is there. What is going on with I mean, I don't know what it is. I think we need to have a whole culture shift in regards to the way we approach games. And I'm not only talking about the players, I'm talking about the fans as well. I think we need to get a really loud atmosphere at Old Trafford, make us scary and intimidating again. That's what we need to do, in my opinion. Bath time. Oh, Yellow, what did you think of the fat little dumpling talking to Garnacho like modern fans are unreal? Mate, one thing I would say about that, I was speaking about it yesterday. I wrote a tweet of it. It went big. It was 300 odd likes and stuff like that. But the thing is, one thing I would say about it is that you don't gain anything from slandering your players before a game. Look, everyone is entitled to criticism. We know that. We're not saying that, right? But before the game, in his face, in a disrespectful, arrogant way, implosive, arrogant way, was not the way to do it, right? It was not the way to do it. You can make your point. He's not going to listen to you, bro. He's not going to. At the end of the day, he's not going to listen to you. He's going to listen, and it's going to go out the other end. And at the end of the day, you got cooked. He got cooked. He got cooked because he said, "Oh, why aren't you playing then?" We know why he ain't playing, because he can't play football. He probably can't even run. So at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? He has no leg to stand off. Look, right, let me tell you this, right? If you really cared, right, it's a bit like charity. Charity in silence is the best type of charity for me, because when you do charity in silence, it means it's from the heart and not for clout and followers. When you film it and you start giving advice to a player, a young player who's 20 years old, our top scorer, yes, he's going to be inconsistent. Young players are inconsistent. Kobe Mainu is inconsistent. Players are inconsistent. That's the way it is. When you do that to a young player and you film it, that's not from the heart. That's for clout. I don't quite understand how some people don't understand that. They're bringing in Pogba. They're bringing in, certain sinister things that have nothing to do with football, guys. I would like to share something with you guys. And I would like to share everything on Twitter to you, to these people who cannot take it, right? The hypocrisy. They're talking about hypocrisy. Let's talk about Jadon Sancho and the hypocrisy that you had with Jadon Sancho. You can't say that to Jadon Sancho. You can't do that to Jadon Sancho. What about that? And that was online. You know what I mean? Why is that? What's the difference here, guys? What's the difference at the end of the day? My opinion is these guys, for goodness sake, need to just go away. Go away, because in all honesty, you're not loved, you're not liked. And you know what? And I would say that, you know what? You're probably doing more harm to the football team than good, right? And I'm not standing here saying that, you know what, Garnacho's been amazing. He was brilliant yesterday. Oh, my God, did you say? No. What helps the football team, right? You have to think about that. What helps the football team progressing? And we're not getting that progress. When people are slandering our players in front of their face, it's embarrassing. To be honest, it's embarrassing. And it's these people, who've never looked after themselves. They don't look after themselves. You look at them and you think, my goodness me, what are you on about, mate? Look at yourself, mate. Think about closer to home. That's what I'll say about that. But one thing I would say is that, you know what? You're going to get a lot of backing. He will get a lot of backing from certain people. And this backing isn't football related. Absolutely not. We know what it is, right? It's not. And I say it from a guy, right, basically, I'm a mixed race guy, right? My dad came from the Middle East and Asia back in a car in the bloody 60s. Do you know what I mean? To London, right? So at the end of the day, right? Stop it, right? Stop talking trash and stop getting your crew of waste men to come and talk rubbish, right? Because you don't know your facts, right? Because at the end of the day, look, we talk about Pogba, we talk about Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba, I supported Paul Pogba all the way to the end when he had that issue with the crowd when he was behind the Stretford end. I was supporting Pogba. You know what I mean? But then you look at it and you think about it, guys, and you think about I fell out with a lot of people in this Twitter sphere, in this whole Manchester United thing, and then I started thinking about it. And do you know what? I will say this with all my heart. Do you know what I mean? And I'll say this. You know what? All the people that I fell out with over the past 5 years, I'm sorry, because at the end of the day, I supported the wrong people. I was in the wrong crowd. Do you know what I mean? I was getting, you know, and I shouldn't have been influenced by that crowd. And I would say that. And you know what? This is the run I wanted to talk about, because at the end of the day, I've cut off what is a Man United fan and what isn't a Man United fan. You know, there's a difference. I've been hearing that there's video recordings of Faz saying that it's about the money. He doesn't care about the football. It's all about the money. You know, and at the end of the day, that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? But we move on. Madavan says Bruno is slowly getting better, but nowhere near his prime. No, his prime was a couple of years ago. Morning, Brian. Big up, of course. Big up yourself. Big up, morning chat. Big up, Brian. Of course, big up. Sal, some people say the service is not the problem, but actually it is, because it's left wing is getting all the service. Yeah, and the problem is this, right? We're not getting that ball into the box. And this is one thing that I would stress. Manchester United won a treble through passing the ball into the box, crossing balls into the box. There's no substitute for a great ball into the box, guys. There's no substitute for a great ball into the box. It causes uncertainty. It causes calamity in the opposition area when you put a good ball into the box, as Beckham done many times. We haven't scored many goals this season, but look at the goal which we scored when Rashford crossed it in the box, and Garnacho scored against, what was the team he scored against? Brentford. Do you remember that? You know, and, you know, it's crazy. Big up, everyone. Big up. Casemiro is either good or shit or no average game from him. Yeah, he's no in between. But at the moment, I think he's been playing well. I do think he's been playing well, guys. At the moment, I think he's been good, if I'm being honest, unfair. Bruno and Dalot shooting is a joke. Dalot has been poor all season, probably one of the worst performers of the season. Absolutely one of our worst performers of the season. Absolutely. Sal, don't you, Osman wages is a problem. I think that's the reason. Nah, Galatasaray can afford it. Galatasaray can't afford much money. You know, we would have got him if we tried. We didn't try. Mazraoui always impresses. Ahmed played well. Garnacho needs to be more focused on passing, but he'll be right. He's still young. Xerxes gave a good pass to De Ligt. Yeah, Mazraoui has been honestly the best signing of the season. And I'm not just talking about Manchester United. I'm talking about in the whole of Europe. Mazraoui has been the best signing of the season, guys. The best signing of the season. I believe that firmly. 12 million, guys. Mazzy is the deal of the decade if he stays fit and performs like he's performing. Left back, right back, he's brilliant. Madavan said he's absolutely superb. I have nothing but admiration for Mazraoui, and I have nothing but congratulations for Ineos for getting that deal over the line. Was it Ten Hag, though? Was it Ten Hag who got that deal done? Who was it? Guys, who was it? Name in the comments, guys. Name in the comments. Big up, everyone. Madavan Sal, you watched the video of Garnacho yesterday when someone gave him advice that he should focus on his first touch, and he ignored that guy and didn't even sign his shirt. One thing I would say, yeah, this is what I've just been talking about. He did say something to him. He said, why are you not playing? You know, that's what Garnacho said. But because of that guy, that cholesterol, let's call him cholesterol for now. Because of cholesterol, basically, he didn't sign any more shirts. There were kids waiting there, and he didn't sign the shirts because of that cholesterol. Absolutely. All about the money, bruv. It is, trust me. Stanchi is ill again, low. Oh, my goodness me. Ill, guys. Ill, absolutely ill. When I saw it, I thought of the Arsenal fan. He would never do anything like that, and not being up to Ty's level is extremely low bar. Mate, he's a low individual. He's a low individual, and you know what? I wish him the best of luck, because at the end of the day, these people are not well. And I'm pretty convinced that they're not well. They hold a very, very deep and sinister bitterness within themselves. They are acting like something they are not, which is facts. This is something that they're not. Let me just get this up. Yeah, they're acting like something they're not. And you know what I would say is that whether you like a player or not, whether you think he's performing or not, your duty is not to give the player advice. If you're going to go and see a player before the game, say, come on, Garnacho, go and get him today. Come on, you can do it today. Something like that. Not touch the ball, get this. Mate, you're not a footballer, mate. You're not a coach. Do you know what I mean? Like, even me, I'm a coach. I don't do them sort of things. Do you know what I mean? I don't go and start talking to a professional footballer. I've had Jason McAteer on this show. I've had footballers on this channel, right? And I've never said to them, do you know what, Jason, do you know what, when you were a player, you should, you know, when you, Cantona scored that goal in the FA Cup final in 1996, maybe you should have headed it, dived it, you know, because I don't know, am I? I'm not a bloody footballer. And, you know, I was not in that situation. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Sal, do you like Free Lung Park? Ji-Sun Park, yes. Yeah, underrated, mate. Absolutely, I do. Morning, everyone. 65126 likes. So please hit the like button, subscribe button. It's just a quick visit, Sal. I have to go to work early. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day, Graham. You legend. Much love to you, brother. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. It is Friday, guys. So I hope you have a fantastic Friday, Graham. Big up yourself, my friend. Big up. Morning, everyone. Morning, of course. Big up, everyone. You got influenced by people over Pogba? No, not influenced. I would say I hung around with the wrong crowd. I believe Pogba was being slaughtered for no reason. I believe that he was a target. But when I thought back at it, and I've seen Pogba since then, I've realized that, you know what, maybe it's himself. Maybe it's him, you know. And basically, but one thing I disagreed with, and people were bringing up this to me yesterday, is when the crowd attacked him. They shouldn't have done that in his face. It's not what we do, you know. But at the end of the day, I was like, I thought, you know what? I was influenced by the popular narrative, which I already believed in, you know, which was Pogba. I believe Pogba was a great player, and I felt Pogba would have been a great player for Man United and this and that. But when you look at it and you look at things from a distance and you look at things in hindsight, do you know what I mean? And you think, you know what? I was wrong at that time. And you think I shouldn't have backed Pogba. But I still stand by the fact that at the end of the day, the fans shouldn't have done that. And I stand by that. I've always said that. I would never change in regards to that. You know, I wouldn't flip-flop in regards to that, because that was wrong. And what Cholesterol did yesterday was wrong as well. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, Grayo, I'd rather watch you paint than watching United. Guys, absolutely. I think we'd all like to watch Grayo paint. Sal and Ahmed, our superstar. Big up, GK. How you doing? How you feeling, my friend? Are you feeling energized? Are you ready? Jane Fonda in the house. Are you ready, my friend? I hope you're good. Big up, Brian. Big up yourself. Big up. In your Mazis, that's the best signing. He's the best signing. Absolutely the best signing of the summer, guys. It's Mazrui. Absolutely the best signing of the summer. Spot on. What I think is, if we'd gone for Osman, then I'm sure he would have been interested more, as Sancho deal could have been closed. Sancho deal's still not closed yet, is it? We got to wait until the end of the season. Chelsea will come above 14th, of course, guys. If I can get this chat up, there we go. GL is the legend. Big up. Who? Ji-Sun Park. Oh, okay, yeah, Ji-Sun Park is a legend. Yes. Underrated, my friend. Underrated. I think Pogba stoked up that crowd reaction, started dancing in front of the fans, and heard him say on the eve of the Champions League game he wanted to leave. Pogba bought. Yes, bath time. You're absolutely right, mate. You're absolutely right. And I would not disagree with that. Regardless what you think about dancing and stuff like that, when you lose a football match, Roy Keane actually said it as well. When you lose a football match, I mean, it's best not to go into the dressing room or in the training field a day after the game, come late or start dancing. At the end of the day, Man United have built their way up through serious footballers, right? Serious footballers, proper men at the football club. And we've won major things because of that. You know, when you mock It makes you look like you're not serious when you go into the dressing room, when you go into the training ground, and you just lost the game before. You know what I mean? The night before, and you're dancing. It just looks like, you know what I mean? You're actually taking a mick out of the fans. You know. Mason Mount is the first 3 games of the season was brilliant, but he got injured. I think he will take time to settle again. He's not that guy, mate. Trust me on this one. As an Englishman, he's not that guy. We need better. Look at Olmo's doing. You know what I mean? We don't need injury-prone pillows. That's what we don't. You know, and I would say that we need more people who are, you know, ready to play every game, not get a scratch on the head and they're out for weeks and months. The truth is the media likes to see United full. Look at Amarim. He hasn't joined yet, but a bunch of old farts already judging him on ESPN FC. Yeah, ESPN FC are the worst, mate. They're the worst. Of course, they were the only platform who said that the West Ham penalty was a penalty. They're the only ones who said that. You know, no surprising, of course. Absolute disgrace. Can we take Sancho back? Yes, we can. If Chelsea come below 14th. If they don't, they have to buy them. Chelsea will have to buy him, of course. Absolutely. We don't want Sancho. Sancho's rubbish, mate. We don't want any of these mercenaries, these sport brats, these babies in our squad. That's the thing. Many people get overexcited by, you know what? Oh my goodness me, he's so cool. He's so cool. He's online. Look at him. He's such a man of the modern era. You know, we got to stop that rubbish. Right, we got to stop. We got to say what he does on the football pitch. His output, what is it? It's rubbish. At the end of the day, what was his output for Man United? Rubbish. What was Pogba's output for Man United? Rubbish. You know, and we got to stop falling for the social media star. Do you know what I mean? At this rate, I think like we'll start saying, let's sign Speed. I show Speed. Let's sign him. Do you know what I mean? Not Gary Speed. It was a great legend, of course. Is Sancho going to be part of the international break? No. Don't want Sancho. And he's a flop, mate. I don't know how anyone could want Sancho. Mad. Do you look at the Chelsea are doing in Europe? And I think are we doing the same thing? Really gutted about last time before, but something. Let me tell you, bath time. Breathe. Chelsea played one of the worst teams in Europe. Noah. I've never heard of them, right? The Conference League is full of village teams. Village teams. Paok are the champions of Greece, right? Greece won the European Championship. They're no mugs. They're no mugs. They're ahead of Olympiacos. They're ahead of Panathinaikos. They're ahead of AEK Athens. They're the champions of Greece. They're not mugs. So they have 8 points in the Europa League right now, right? 8, right? We have 9. They have 8, right? At the end of the day, they're not that bad. No, they're not the best team in the world, but we're underrating them and comparing them to Chelsea in a dud Conference League, you know, who West Ham won. West Ham won that competition by playing a lot harder teams than Chelsea. You know, it doesn't add up. We should take a player swap for Sancho like Nkunku. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him, but he hasn't been playing. He's been injury prone as well. Of course, Madavan says Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sancho's sad about his little brother for many years now. No offense, but it looked like there is a professional methods for grieving. CK therapists keep you. Mate, we all go through bad times, man. We all go through bad times. We all have these things that happen to us. You know what? But we have to get on with our lives. Some of us don't get £300,000 a week either. Do you know what I mean? You know, some of us live in, difficult situations as well as that. And we all go through heartache. You don't use it. Everyone, they're all using that. Rashford used it. Broke up with my missus. I broke up with my missus. My goodness me. Come on, man. You know, and that's what I would say to them. It was 20 years ago, but the Greek league is a good league. It's a good league. It's not the best league, but it's better than Noah. Let's not get it twisted. The Greek league is an established league. Noah are literally a team that are like a League 2 in England. Less. Leighton Orient wouldn't lose 8-0 to Chelsea. You know, and that's the thing, you know, and that's what I would say. At the end of the day, look, you cannot compare the Europa League to the Conference League. Let's get out of that situation. I know we want to add weight onto your narrative, but it's not that, mate. It's not that. Let's not get into that. Absolutely. You're paid to play, not to whine. Absolutely. 31 lights, finger red number 1. Absolutely. Come on, guys. Let's get it up to 40 lights, guys. Greece just beat England low. Exactly, mate, Brian. Exactly. Exactly. You cannot talk about Greece and stuff like, mean, Paok Salonika, as they used to be known, they are not that bad. You know, they're not the best team, but they're not that bad. And we won the game 2-0 at the end of the day. So, yeah. What score do you think we should be putting past 20, Paok, etc.? We should be beating FC20. Absolutely, we should be beating them. But FC20, again, are an established Dutch team. They're an established Dutch team. They've won the league in the past in Holland, you know, ahead of Ajax and Feyenoord, you know, and stuff like that. But you know what? Comparing 20, Fenerbahce, Porto, all these teams to Noah, bruv, I guarantee you didn't know who Noah was before this tournament. I guarantee you. You thought it was a biblical thing. I guarantee you thought it was the Noah's Ark. That's what you thought. You know what I mean? No one knew who that team was. You could have put a bloody team out saying, you could have put a team called Stretford Post out against Chelsea yesterday. You know what I mean? And you would have said, oh, do you know what? Yeah, at least they beat Stretford Post. At least they beat Stretford Post. We can hardly beat Paok. Come on, man. Matt, the left wing back is a concern. I agree, mate. For now, Amorim should be Dalot left wing back. It's just making me crazy. I agree, JK. I said this yesterday. I do agree. I agree with that 100%, mate. I do, absolutely. And there you go. It's a boat of animals in it. I think Grayo said it. Look, at the end of the day, they should be disappointed in not winning 10-0, you know, because that team, I don't know who they are. I mean, the Conference League's ridiculous, guys. And I think the Europa League, the system, the format of the Europa League is ridiculous as well. 32 teams and stuff like that, playing one team, not playing them away, you know what I mean? Not playing them home and away. I think they should just revert back to where it was. Ahmad must be no longer leave the starting team. He's our best winger. The one thing we would say, though, is that we will not play wingers with Amorim. We'll play fullbacks, right, who act as wingers. So basically, it'll be wingers who are more inclined to go back and forward, basically. So we'll have those two wingers there. So what that would do with Ahmad, probably play him as the number 10. The two number 10s, of course, it'll probably play him with the number 10, if we're being honest. Hope Aaron can use Rashford next to Højlund, Garner on the left, and Ahmad on the right flanks. I hope so, mate. I hope so. I don't know, mate. We'll have to wait and see, mate, what happens. I'm not sure about Rashford. I'm really not. Absolutely. I'm really not. There should be a proper World League rather than a FIFA World Club World Cup. Yeah, I mean, it's just too many games, GK. We play too many games. We play far too many games. And some of those games are, you know, just pointless. You know, England against San Marino, England against Estonia. You know, what's the point of that? It's just going to risk injury. You know, there's no point of that. At the end of the day, you know, there's too much international football. I feel there's like international football every couple of months these days, isn't there? It's not good. You know, we do need to have less games, you know, and, you know, because we're actually diluting the quality of football at the moment. By playing this many games, we're actually diluting the quality. Are our wingers more suited to wing backs or our full-backs? Nah, I don't think we have. I don't think personally, Mac, that we have the right squad at the moment. I personally think that we need to have new signings again, obviously. I think a number of those players need to leave. And we need to bring in specialists in those positions. We were specialists in that position. Alphonso Davies, Frimpong, those type of players, you know, who can get forward as wingers and get back as defenders as well. That sort of. I just don't think that Dalot, and I don't think that Shaw. I mean, we're fed up with these fullbacks at the end of the day. Amas I'll keep as a backup. I mean, obviously, you never know how good he's going to be. I think Højlund needs a partner up front. I agree. He will do under Amorim. He'll have the two behind him. He won't have an excuse. But trust me, Brian, I believe that Amorim will change the record. He will make him a great player. He will make Gukierrez a great player. He will make Rasmus an even better player. So, can we have for too many matches have 11 squad players and certain competition? Can we have for this too many matches reserve 11 squad players? I don't get what that means, mate. Sorry, I don't understand it. Ahmad is an absolute baller. Amir, look, let's not get carried away here. He was poor up until the goal. He was poor. We were all poor. He was the best player on the pitch. I'm not saying he wasn't, along with Casemiro. But let's be real here. The first half, look at the streams. He wasn't good. You know, it was just that header, that bit of spark that sparked the ignition. You know, we have to calm down. He's nowhere near Beckham. He's nowhere Kanchelskis, Ronaldo, and that. He's not on the level that we used to have. No, he needs a lot of time. We don't big him up too much, and we hope he gets to a good level. We hope, because at the moment, people are forgetting that, you know what, he should play on the right. He's a right footer, and I've always believed that. Do you know what I mean? I've always believed the right foot should play on the right side, etc. Let me just read this. Big up Rude, deserves a position. Deserves. I don't know about that. Beating teams you're supposed to beat. Playing relatively lethargic football, Amir. I don't think that was very impressive yesterday. I really don't. I'm being honest with you guys. We won the game, but who thinks that game was impressive yesterday? You can only beat what's in front of you. But the way we played was the same as Erik ten Hag. There was nothing special about that. I would like Ruud to stay, but he can't be in a coaching capacity because Ruben Amorim's going to bring in his own team, isn't he? He's got 5 of his team that are going to come in, of course, guys. So, you know, we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. It's up to Ruben Amorim anyway. Big up Fanatic 8, you legend. Hope you're doing good. Well, Amorim like Onana, I think he's going to have to keep Onana for the time being. I think Onana's done okay, Amak. What do you think, Amak? What do you think, Onana? Do you think Onana has redeemed himself? Do you think he's improved? What do you think? Amorim is a really good with the management. I hope Rashford knows his place as a player and stop crashing his cars and timber. So, my friend, you know, one thing I say, why do you need more motivation to play for Man United at 27 years old? Why do you need motivation if you know our history about our football club? I don't think anyone should need extra motivation to play for our football club. I don't know. We have 33 players in Man United squad. Carabao, 11 backups, absolutely. It was a deflection, Amir, by the way. Amir, I don't know if you've seen Man United in the past. I don't know, but you know what? It's normal for me. You know, it's normal. That goal was normal. It was decent. The most impressive thing is the way he got away and he cut off the defender. It was a heavy deflection. Watch it from behind the goal, and it went past the goalkeeper. But Ahmed is not pure brilliance. He was poor yesterday for half the game. So was a lot of that team. And there needs to be, we're talking about standards a lot in the fan base. Let's raise it then. I haven't seen standards so far. And a team we're supposed to beat, and I didn't see like a level of performance that I thought, wow, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. But yeah, it was the better of a bad bunch, if I would say that. How on earth am I going to reverse our fortunes? These players won't change all because there is no chemistry. It's going to take time, Sonny. It's going to take time. It's going to take some of these transfers as well, of course. I think Onana is okay, but he doesn't seem like the most reliable shot stopper. He makes me nervous. He does make me nervous at all. I think he's improved from last season. Well, I think. Have you seen anyone see Nani? Ahmed is not even close to that. Yeah, absolutely. Ahmed is not even close to Nani, and Nani wasn't even a first team player. Look, Ahmed, at the moment, you can't say Ahmed is close to bloody Lee Sharp and players like that. Name all the great Man United wingers. We need a level here. I'm not saying he can't reach that level. I'm not saying that, right? I'm not saying that, but he needs to continue it consistently and improve his game every day. He seems like the character. He can do that. He can do that, but let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away. We beat Paok, right? At the end of the day, it was a poor performance up to that moment, right? But I have high hopes for him, but I don't want to put too much pressure on the lad. Amorim, as the head coach, look, you know what? I would say this. Why are people not bigging up Garnacho for being our top scorer this season? No one mentioning him, people calling him a bum when the guy won us an FA Cup. You know what I mean? That sort of thing, and this is the thing. It's all about balance. It's all about context. And one thing I would say is that praise, don't overpraise. Cautious optimism. I always say it. Cautious optimism, of course. Amorim as head coach, manager, and Van Nistelrooy as assistant head coach will probably reform Man United. No, it won't. What reform Man United is basically Amorim having his own team in there that he's had for the last 5 years. Few years. That is what will form Man United. These sort of fairy tales don't always come into fruition, right? We've just beaten Paok. We drew at Chelsea. We played poorly against Chelsea. Let's be honest. We've won one game under him. Guys, let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away. Good morning. Absolutely. Tony Valencia as a right wing back. My goodness me. Fire, mate. Absolute fire. I want Ruud to stay, but if I was Aman, I wouldn't be because I wouldn't want a potential successor hanging around. Ahmad, let me be honest with you. Have you been impressed with the performances since Ruud van Nistelrooy came in? Is there any change? I don't see any change. I don't see any change in the performances, but that's not just him, that's the players as well, of course. Andrew Gibbs is one of the best wide men to do it. No comparison. Absolutely. There's no, and we need to look at levels here for Activate, right? We need to look at levels. Look, I respect Ahmad, and I hope he does become. I respect the young players who come through. He didn't come through the academy, of course. He came from Atalanta. But one thing I would say is that I hope he improves. I hope he gets better. I hope his crossing ability gets better because he's not crossing; he's cutting in as well. But I hope he does that, and I hope we create more chances. It's going to be very interesting, guys, to see what Ruben Amorim does in regards to the team. It's going to be exciting, of course. Plays like a Man United should. Amir, do you know what Man United player plays like? Do you know a Man United player? He don't play like a Man United player yet. He doesn't. He doesn't. In 90 minutes, he doesn't. Don't get swayed by stats. He doesn't play like a Man United player yet. He has the potential to play like a Man United player. A Man United player, guys, listen. Guys, research, right? Beckham, Giggs, Kanchelskis, Lee Sharp, Ronaldo. These are Man United level. Is Arm at that level? Ryan Giggs was running down the wing at 16. You know what I mean? Smashing it. You know what I mean? So we need to be calm. Calm. Let's not get overhyped, guys. You're speaking to a fan of nearly 40 years, my friends. Right? So let's not get overhyped with it, of course. Yeah, Palestri, I wasn't a fan of, my friend. Palestri, I felt was a little bit lightweight, but it wasn't that bad. That's why Ahmad should start every game. He should start ahead of Rashford. Yeah, he should. A Man United player won't hug rivals after a 7-0 loss. Absolutely. Facts. And that's the mentality we've got to get out of our head. You know, that lovey-dovey mentality we got to get. You know, that Roy Keane mentality. We got to have that. We got to hold these players to high standards. Look, I'm seeing a lot of people criticizing Garnacho, right? I'm seeing a lot of people criticizing Højlund, right? Arguably two of our better players the last year or so, right? And the thing is, why are they criticizing them? But soon as one good performance, they big up someone like their Cristiano. I don't get it. It just doesn't seem like football to me. Big up. First foul on the penalty was a penalty. The first foul was a penalty. The second one, it was a little bit soft. If we're being honest, it was a little bit soft, you know. I did scream penalty at the time, but you know what? If it was given against Man United, I would have been very upset. But the first one was definitely a penalty. Kazi, how didn't he give that penalty? I don't understand. I worry about these officials. Is there some sort of conspiracy going on against Man United or something? I don't know. It's mad, isn't it? He's the future, but he's not the current. He's the future, but we cannot say he's the current. At the end of the day, we have to say that, you know, at the end of the day, we haven't got that. You know, we haven't had that for 10 years, Amir. We haven't had a good player for 10 years. And is Amir that guy? He's not that guy yet. He's not that guy. I know you like him because he's Ahmed Diallo, you know, he's a brother and things like that. He's a brother to me as well. I know that, but we got to calm down on that. And, you know, look at it logically from a football perspective. Look at his performance up until the goal. Not only him, Garnacho, Bruno, all these players, Ugarte, didn't play well up until the goal, right? And then we got lucky with the header. It sort of spun into the goal and we got lucky. You know, we just need to be a little bit calm. He's the future. Oh, my goodness, he's this and that. Why are we saying about Garnacho, who was our top scorer? What, because he had 1 or 2 bad games? He's been playing every single game. You know, we have to have a balance here. United will be ruthless, put them place, kick them when they're down, not some lovey-dovey Care Bears against. But absolutely, mate. Absolutely, mate. And this is what I like, mate. This is what I like. And this is why I don't get over enthusiastic, over zealous about certain players. I don't do that at the end of the day. I don't do that. Ahmad is the GOAT of of United youngsters. Mad advanced. Nah. Have you seen our youth team? There's some coming through, my friend. Ahmed FC versus Paok. Yeah. Big up, Moa. How you doing, Mona? Hope you're good. Garnacho played 1,000 minutes. It's crazy, bro. So young. Let him rest. And yeah, exactly, Mad Advanced. Good comment. That is exactly what it is. But why are we not praising him? You know, that's what makes me think, you know, it's a little bit sinister. You know what I mean? And that we need to praise fairly, of course. Ahmad, the hero, he should always be starting 11. Bruno been playing. He has been playing bad all season. Yeah, he has been playing bad all season. But Ahmed, let's not get into player FC, Amir. Let's not get into player FC. All right, let's not do that. Amir, you're a young fan. Big respect to you, but let's not get into silliness. All right, about he's our hero. Calm down, bruv. Calm down. All right. We have to calm down because it puts pressure on the players. Just like what happened yesterday outside the football ground, it puts pressure on the players. You know, when you put too much pressure on the players and you make them, you know what I mean? It puts too much pressure. Just let him develop. Let him calm down. The manager would do what the manager needs to do. Ruben Amorim would do what he needs to do. Ruben Amorim knows better than us. You know what I mean? In regards to seeing these players firsthand. It could be, Mad Advance said, under Ruben Amorim. Not Anthony, though. Anthony's not a winger. Not a right winger, mate. No, he's not a right. He doesn't like playing there, mate. So you cannot play a player, shoehorn a player into a position that we don't need. And this is where we got to get out of this mentality, guys. Guys, listen, I'm an Englishman, right? I brought up in English football, right? I played a lot of football in my life, right? I've been raised with Man United for 40 years, right? Listen. We do not shoehorn players into positions that they don't want to play in. We don't do that. We play players on their right position. That is what we do. That is how we do it, guys. We play players in their rightful position. Otherwise, we're not going to move forward. You know, we're just going to stay like that. Ruben Amorim will do what he needs to do. And Ruben Amorim, you will be surprised, the team. I guarantee you guys, you will be surprised the team that he picks. The team that he picks, you'll be very, very surprised. Trust me. But you know what? Leicester City on Sunday, guys. It's going to be a more difficult game than Paok, of course. Premier League side. We beat them 5-2 in a cup, but it was a weakened Leicester City side when we played him in a cup, of course. But we have to wait and see what happens, guys. And we have to keep it going. He can play multiple positions, and I'm advising new players. We'll have to wait and see, Mad Advanced. We have to wait and see. And obviously, he goes to help a lot. No one's saying he doesn't. And no one says he doesn't, but we have to wait and see, Mad Advanced. We're speculating at the moment. No way, you're 40, mate. You look 30s, lively and bless up. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Yeah, nearly 40 years I've been supporting Man United. Yeah, I was a child. Yeah. I predict 2-1 United win. Bruce and Bruno. I thought you said Steve Bruce. I was like, that's a blast from the past. Steve Brucey, Brucey. Gary Pallister. So yeah, 2-1 United. Bruno brace. I don't know about a brace from Bruno. I don't know. I'm going with 3-1 to Man United, but I'm gonna analyze what it is. Obviously there was injuries and stuff like that, so I want to see the team after that, guys. Let's look at this. I want to look. Have you done the votes yet? Obviously, guys. Your man of the match and stuff like that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, guys. Let's see what you guys are saying. I hope you've been voting, guys. I really do hope you've been voting. I hope you've been voting for your man of the match. There's no one voting, you absolute guys. You've not been voting, so I'm just going to bring in my man of the match, guys. So let me get this up. My player ratings for the game yesterday. So let's go into it, guys. Let's go into it. Right. This is my player ratings, guys. So if we go from here, I would give Mazraoui, I thought he's one of the players of the game yesterday. I would give him a 7. I would give Johnny Evans a 6.1. I don't think he was brilliant yesterday. A little bit lethargic. Didn't look match fit, if I'm being honest. I'll give Victor Lindelof a 6.2. Did okay coming in the team. Dalot was poor again, 6.1. Onana did well. Couple of brilliant saves, guys. Couple of brilliant saves. I'll give him a 7.5. Casemiro did good for most of the half. I'll give him a 7, guys. Ugarte, I'll give him a 6.2. Fernandez, another poor performance from him, a 5.8, guys, a 5.8. I would give Garnacho a 5.5. I will give Højlund a 6.0. And my man of the match was Ahmed with a 7.7 score, guys. A 7.7. That's what I would say, guys. That's what I would say. That is the ratings for the first team. In regards to the substitutes, I will go Garnett. Rashford got a 6.2 for me. Ericsson got a 5.2. Malaysia Martinez got a 5.7. Mount got a 5.8. And Xerxes a 6.2. Not really great. Not really great, for being honest, but the performance wasn't brilliant. I wouldn't say that. In regards to Ruud van Nistelrooy, I would give him a 6.5, guys. 6.5 for Ruud van Nistelrooy. La, 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 la. Ruud van Nistelrooy. La, 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 la. Absolutely. We go from there, guys. Absolutely. What do you think and make of those rankings, guys? Don't forget, you can make your own man of the match and comments about the worst player on the pitch as well on the comments, guys. You're more than welcome. Anyone, of course. Anyone. What is going on with... Oh, mate, tell me about it. I don't know. Sorry, didn't know it. Yeah, big up, big up. Would love to see Mainu and Ugarte play against Leicester. I hope so, mate. It would be nice to see, bruv. It would be. Mad Advance, I predict 2-1 United. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Big up everyone, guys. Yeah. So, you know what? We won the game yesterday, so let's keep it a positive. But one thing I want to say, guys, and this is what it's all about for me. It's about staying grounded, right? It's about staying grounded. You know, we have to see what these players do from a prolonged period of time. Now, we need to pick the team that's going to work. But what we need to understand is that the team on Sunday is going to be completely different to the team that plays under Ruben Amorim, because the tactics are going to be completely different, right? Most of those players have never played a number 10 for Manchester United. They never played a number 10 for Man United. So you know what? How are we going to fit these players in? You know, and this is what we need to understand. I think we should sell Rashford. I've said it. I think we should sell Rashford. I think now we should start working with Garnacho and Ahmad. And I think we should bring in another winger, another one. I think we should sell Anthony as well. That's what I think as well. I think there's a number of players that need to be gone. I think a number of players need to be gone, guys. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that, bro. I'll take that. Yeah. Ugarte Casemiro is not working well, so we need a proper ball progress up. Mainu's that guy, Mad Advanced, but he's been injured, hasn't he? He's that guy. He's the one who will be playing up in that position, of course. Mount is the best ball progressor we have, but he's always injured. And this is the problem, Mad Advanced. We can't rely on these players. We need players who are going to be there forever. You know, not forever. I mean, like forever, for God, for goodness me. But you know what? For at least 60, 70% of games. But he's not even 20, 30. You know, and the problem is that we got too many of these guys. We got obviously Malacia, we got Luke Shaw, we got Mason Mount. We got these players who are continuously getting injured. And, you know, this is the problem. You know, this is the problem. But now's the time to be positive, guys. Now's the time to be like, yes, we got Leicester on Sunday. We're going to beat them on Sunday. We're going to get up that table and we're going to start progressing, guys. And that is what it's all about. You know, that's what it's all about. Ruben Amorim was probably watching that game yesterday. He was probably watching the game from where he was, of course. Luke Shaw forever. Let's go. Yeah. It is 2045, and Luke Shaw has had his 50th game for Manchester United finally. Absolutely. Oh, my goodness me. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it, guys? Oh, my God. Yeah, yeah. So one thing I would say, I'm blessed towards Mount. You will hear a bad thing about him for me. I know. I don't know why. Nothing is bad. My advance is, and let me tell this to everyone, guys. Nothing is personal, guys. What we say is constructive. On this channel, it's not abuse. It's constructive. We don't call people bull fruit. We don't call people transvestite, whatever they were calling them. We don't call people peanut head. We don't call young players bums and things like that. We call it as it is. We talk in an educated way. You know, when you have to find the need to insult, it just shows a lack of intelligence. That's all it shows, you know, and it doesn't make you any better, of course. Man of answer, big up, good comment. Big up, big up. Asal was man of the match. Thank you, Kazi. I think you were the man of the match for joining me last night. I was struggling last night. It was very, very late. I went to bed 2 o'clock in the morning, guys. 2 o'clock in the morning. The game started at 12 a.m., guys, for me. And you know what? It was tough. It was a tough watch for 3 quarters of that game. I did not enjoy it. Anyone thinks that they enjoyed that game, you're lying, bro. You're lying. Absolutely. Anyone who thinks they enjoyed that game, I don't know what. I mean, you're easily pleased. I mean, I'm definitely not easily pleased these days. I want to see proper performances for Man United. And hopefully we will get that under Ruben Amorim, but it will take time. Amir, we don't have Player FC on this channel. I know you love Ahmad. I know. I love Ahmad. We all love Ahmad. We love Ahmad here. But you know what? It's not Player FC. We're Manchester United FC. We don't celebrate a player because of his cultural background, his religion and stuff. We celebrate them because he's a Manchester United player. We don't talk about, Player FC. We love Ahmad. I love Ahmad. I love Ahmad. I love Ahmad. If I came on this channel and I said, oh my God, I love Kanchelskis. I love Kanchelskis. I love Kanchelskis. He's such a great player, Kanchelskis. But what about Kanchelskis? I know you love Højlund, but what about Kanchelskis? What about him? Kanchelskis was a fabulous player. I'll stop talking about De Ligt. I like Kanchelskis. I can't stop thinking about Kanchelskis. I still have my poster on my wall about Kanchelskis. You know what I mean? Come on, guys. First half was dead. Let's be real. 3/4 of the game. My God, it was dead, my bro. It was dead. Man United started performing after the goal, of course. And we started improving. Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? The game was dead. No one performed. Anyone who thinks that anyone had above a 7 out of 10 is delusional. It was crazy. At the end of the day, goals change games. Of course, we could have conceded a goal as well. Paok missed a great chance. Do you remember? Paok missed a fantastic chance. Paok didn't miss. I mean, they were unlucky as well. Bella, Amir, Furky, my brother. Good one. Glory, Man United forever. My guy. Absolutely. Big up, my guy. Big up. Absolutely. Glory, Man United forever. Love you. I love KFC. What? Kettering Football Club. I thought you're a Man United fan, Fosker. Why do you support Kettering? Is it Kettering or Kidderminster? What team do you support? What is it? I love KFC. We all love KFC, but I haven't had KFC for months, guys. Months. Sometimes I do fancy the KFC, though. I do fancy the KFC sometimes. I really do. But yeah. But my man of the match yesterday was the favour boy, Ahmad, the brother, Ahmad Diallo, of course, guys. So one thing I will say, great performance, but now it's all about bringing it into the next game, the consistency of the next game, and beating. There's no point doing this if we're not going to go and beat Leicester, guys. We need to go and beat Leicester. We need to go and win convincingly, of course. We don't want any subpar performances, guys. None of that. No more of that, guys. I'm going to put the link in the description, guys. Anyone want to come on? They're more than welcome to come on the show, guys. Absolutely. Amir, we'll see. I think that Rasmus Højlund can develop into the player. Gutierrez was not on Rasmus Højlund when he was playing at Coventry. Ruben Amorim developed him. He developed him. We have to also develop our young players as well. We got Obi Martin. Let's not forget. And I know people get excited by transfers, but no one knew who Gutierrez was a couple of months ago. Do you know what I mean? So the one thing we got to do is we got to look after our young players as well. Ruben Amorim's coming in. Let's not forget, he developed Gutierrez. The reason people are talking about Gutierrez is because of Ruben Amorim. So let's see what happens. I did say in the summer that we should have an experienced striker to complement Højlund. I did say that. We've only got one real good striker, but we've also got Obi Martin now as well. So I'm excited to see Obi Martin. But yes, we do need one experienced striker. I really do think that, if I'm being honest, we do need one experienced striker in there, guys. But big up Amir, of course, in the chat. Big up yourself. Absolutely. I'm happy that Man United fans are happy, guys. That's what I'm happy about. As long as we win games, that's what I'm happy about. If Ahmad doesn't start on this weekend, then Ruud doesn't know he's helping himself when it comes to convincing Amorim to keep him on. Johnny, I think he's gone, Johnny. I think Ruud van Nistelrooy is gone. Ahmad will start at the weekend. He will. Definitely, he deserves to start at the weekend. He'll be on the right of midfield, 100%. But Ruud is gone, Johnny. Ruud is gone. I'm 70% sure he's gone. Amorim is bringing in 5 members of his backroom staff, his coaching staff, and all that. And it's going to be very hard to fit Ruud in. Where would we fit Ruud in? My opinion is that I hope that Ruud, if he does go, right, that he gets a job and he finds a job and he, starts developing further. Because I haven't seen a great performance yet, Johnny. I haven't seen a bounce. I haven't seen that. We're beating teams we meant to beat at the end of the day. Apart from the Leicester City game against a reserve Leicester City, let's be fair. I don't think it's been impressive. I don't. And I love Ruud van Nistelrooy, as a player and everything, And I just feel like whatever Amorim wants, I will go by, because whatever I feel like he can be successful is what I want. That's what I want. Goals for George. I think managers should be accountable for destroying their careers of good players. The criteria of favourites should be consistent form and effort. United should get Osimhen for 40 to 60 million. Yeah, I agree, Goals for George. I agree. He's the striker I would have went for, Goals for George. He's the one I would have went for in the summer. It was him and Even Tony for me. Obviously, wages for Even Tony was a bit of a stumbling block. But yeah, we should have got, obviously, Osimhen. But Goals for George, I like your comment. It is true. There are certain players that ruin certain players' careers. It could be argued that Donny van der Beek's career was ruined, for Man United. There's lots of players that careers that might go to Man United and their career gets ruined, gets sabotaged, slandered, whatever you want to say it. When the moon hits your eye like a piece of amore. Big up, my friend, big up. I did appreciate Ruud's comments, though. Yeah, he's brilliant in front of the media, Johnny. Brilliant, absolutely. One of the best. It was a fresh air to see a manager interim basically admit he was wrong about the starting Ahmed. If Ten Hag was here, he would have... Yeah, he was wrong. We all knew that Ahmed should have started. We all knew, because at the end of the day, Ahmed was the one who was being made as a scapegoat. Why was he being made as a scapegoat? It shouldn't have been like that. The team should play based on performances. Rashford should have been dropped. That's it. At the moment, when we're looking at a season, right, who's performed the best? Garnacho, the highest scorer, right? Now Ahmad, player of the month, the first month, yeah? Player of the month. You know what I mean? Ahmad. Those two should play. And they should have a consistent amount of games with each other. I wish him the best. Me too, Johnny. I wish him the best. Ruud is a legend at Man United, will always be a legend at Man United, guys. Nothing will ever change the fact that he will always be a legend for Man United, guys. Guys, listen, everyone in the chat, I just want to thank you for joining me on this stream. Absolute legends. One other bit of story, Manchester United, in regards to Man United. Amorim's system probably fits Ahmed better than Garnacho and Rashford too. I'm interested to see what he does around. Yeah, Johnny, because he plays the 2 number 10s, doesn't he? So this is what's going to be interesting. You need technical ability to play in that position. You need technical ability to play in that position. Unless he plays the left or right wing back, I don't think it's going to work. But can Amorim develop these players? Amorim is notoriously good at developing players. He's developing players. But guys, I would say this. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see Ahmad. I thought Ahmad in the second half was brilliant. He was the man of the match. We got a lot to look forward to. I thought that parts of the team were good, but a lot of negatives in regards to the performance. Again, one thing I would say is that we have to be consistent. We cannot play 1 minute, not play the other minute. Not play the 1 minute, not play the other minute. We have to be consistent, guys. This is what's most important, right? But we have to start playing players based on merit. But one thing what's going to be interesting, as Johnny said, is that what are we going to do when Amorim comes in? Who's going to be dropped? Bruno's not going to be dropped. Let's be honest. Even no matter how much we want Bruno to be dropped, Bruno is not going to be dropped, guys. He's not going to be dropped. We'll have to wait and see, guys. Guys, I'm back later on for Chatterbox, 2 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Central European time, and Middle Eastern time will be 6 p.m., guys. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me. You absolute legends. I'll be back later. Thank you, every single person, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. You guys are the life and soul of this channel. This is our channel. This is our community. And I thank every single person in this community who has basically, you know what, been here from the start and carried on supporting the channel. I have nothing but respect to you. Absolutely. Kazi, you want this? You want it? I gave it yesterday. I gave the link yesterday. I gave the link today, and then you're gonna blame me, Kazi, for not giving you the. You're not giving me the link. Big up, big up, sir. Big up, my friend. Big up. I have to speed it up. Cheers, Sal. Big up, Brian. Big up, everyone in the chat. You legends. Have a great day, and I'll see you later, of course, for Chatterbox. Of course, guys. Take it easy. Peace.